We're recording. We're at 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 5, 6, go.
Hey, Flosstube.
I can't do it. Hello, Flosstube.
She's got to put those glasses back on.
Yes.
Say, we're getting better. We're at a new location today. Super excited, so we should get started. So, welcome to the Gee Stitchers Flosstube number 5. And we are on yet another location. We're out here at Ranch A. For those of you that have been following us for the last 4 videos, we mentioned we were going to be at a quilt retreat, and so we decided to pop outside where it was still a little cool. It's supposed to be 91 degrees today.
A little too hot for September.
A little too hot for September, but it's like 39 where I'm from, and Sheridan in the evenings. So we decided to pick the outside location today for a couple different reasons. One, so we didn't interrupt the sewing that's going on inside that we'll talk a little bit about, and 2, just to give us a moment of quiet out here and just to get started. So for those of you that don't know, I'm Jenny.
I'm Nancy.
We're sisters that just recently took up cross stitching. So this is a channel about cross stitching. We're going to probably talk a little bit more about quilting this time since we're at a quilt retreat.
Quilt retreat, yeah. We probably should.
Maybe should mention that just here or there. But we've been like whipping out stitches. We have bags under our eyes from giggling and talking. So let's get started.
And a little bit of alcohol.
You should not stitch and drink. Or you can, but your friend Jack comes out and we'll talk about that too.
But it's a lot easier because you don't
You do care.
That being said,
our moment of gratitude. So Nancy, do you want to start?
Yeah. My moment of gratitude is just for my daughter's swim team. They lost one of their members, Jillian A. Bryan. She is from California, a very nice 21-year-old or 20-year-old. Guys, just don't drink and drive. That's all I'm asking. All of you guys out there and everywhere at any age, get a cab. Just do something. That team has been through a lot. I feel they just need a break. They just need maybe some love showered upon them because they're a great little team. And yeah, just maybe give Jillian's family a moment of silence or a prayer, or add them to your prayers or whatever you need, however you feel you need to do it. They need it now, especially more today than any other day.
Yep. So, that brings my moment of gratitude is community. And I'm an ugly crier.
You're gonna cry.
I am, because that weight of that family, I can't imagine. But it's your community. Right now we are surrounded with the community here. We have this community that we've reached into and have felt the support, and we'll talk about that throughout the video, I think, today. And your community, Nancy actually drove down to Pueblo this week. She probably would never have mentioned this, just to hug each one of those team members, because they are all high emotion right now. They're in college, away from their families, and it's tough for them, and it's tough for our niece, especially she's a good friend. So we just keep them tight, keep them in your prayers, hug them every day, call them, text them. Don't lose touch of your community. On that note, you better say something else, because I can't even think it right now.
Yes, that's a really hard start, but I think it needs to be mentioned. But I would like, my other moment of gratitude is just to be here. Jenny came to this beautiful place, and hopefully we'll do a panoramic of how beautiful this place is. Where, like, in my theory, like, nature is probably next to godliness. You can't, you ever need some therapy, you just go outside. But besides that, we have 17 young ladies in here that are stitching. They're a heck of a lot better than me. You'll see a little bit of my stitching at the end, but yeah, they put me to shame. And they're just all here to straighten your crown, as Jenny said the other day, just to help us, just to say, in a nice way, or, oh, that's beautiful. Might be a little flippant on that, but I mean,
A little alcohol always helps on that one.
But yeah. So, okay, go on.
So, community.
We're just thankful.
We're very thankful. Our moment of gratitude. Wrap them up close, keep them tight, straighten crowns. That's all what's happening this last week, and it's been a powerful week. So our whips are a little shaky this week because not a lot got done, but we'll cover that in a minute.
And that's why we're wearing these shirts.
That's why we're wearing this shirt. I might take mine off because it is
getting
hot.
And
Nancy's like, I've got a long sleeve one. I was like, okay, well. So I might sneak off camera here in a second. But let's talk about our first thing, fully finished objects. Do you have one?
No.
I have one, but it's kind of a cheat because I did not stitch this. We showed this our last time. This is Emma's snowman that she did. We talked about it last Flosstube. I don't have all the information with me, but we shared it, and then we thought, oh, we're gonna surprise her. So we pulled this material out. It's got some pine trees on it. Annie, again, from the Proper Stitchers, always an inspiration for us. I found the Rick Rack at Walmart. This is an old frame, and this is how old it is. I'm gonna whip it around. This is a frame that I used. I took the goodie out, I put it in my scrapbook, and this is, friends signed this when I left that organization. So I just took the picture and the stuff out of the frame, put it in the scrapbook. It kind of means
just a little bit more that, you know, these are people that have that you would have influenced, Jenny.
Yeah, that we were a team, we were a community together. So, but this is a frame, and she'll probably do a little more, I'll call it emanizing it, where she'll put her little touch on it, but we got it started for her. So that for me is
a little snowman down here, or a tree.
Yeah, we thought there might be some embellishment that could go on, but we would let her do that, and we just thought we'd get it started so she could have it up for the holidays. All right, so that's my fully finished, and that's the only one we have. Now, let's talk about our finished object.
No, you go ahead, because I don't have it.
She doesn't have one of those either. I do. So I do because, and this all links together, I keep telling you, I've never stitched on linen. I've never stitched on even weave. Well, I've got one project on even weave. But I bit the bullet, and I stitched on linen. And this is, I don't know, you should be able to see it.
It's really cute.
This is pumpkins and pins. And I'm going to make it into a pin cushion, but this pumpkins and pins is 1/1. OMG.
What were you thinking, Jenny?
I don't know. I was insane, but I thought it's little. Like, I've decided that I'm going to be adventurous. I'm going to try new things, but I'm going to start with smalls so they don't overwhelm me. And then, I mean, don't get a, what is it, a Hade?
Oh, yeah.
Don't get one of those.
That's a heaven and earth. Right?
I think so. We'll have to check it out. But there's beautiful stitchery. There's lots of floss tubers
that do them.
And
we're going to put this in here. We make lots of mistakes. We're sorry, guys.
We're sorry. We'll talk about that in a second too. But just so you know, like this was a first attempt for me. It is a free pattern. I will put the pattern in our show notes, but it is by makestuffbehappy.blogspot.com. But there's free patterns all over the internet, guys. Use them. And then buy from that designer, because those designers work really hard. But, you know, you get a feel for what their stuff is. It was an easy pattern to do. It was fun. Javagirl Stitches whipped this up. I thought, if she's going to do it, I'm going to be brave and try it too. So that was my finished, and I'll probably put it in a pin cushion since it is a pin project. All right. So that was my finish. So let's jump into our whips.
Oh, I have a lot of those.
We have lots of whips. So my first whip that I've got in the bucket and Nancy has in the bucket are our Quakers. And you will see I have finished some of the 2 motifs. I was actually going to try to get that center page all the way done, but now that I've got this motif right here, where's our pointer at? This motif right here complete.
Oh, and you finished this one too.
Yep, I did. Yep.
Yeah. And this one too. This is new, yes.
Yep, I finished this one. I did this one. I think I added in this one. And so that's where I'm at. But I'm going to go ahead and, now that I've taken off my big frame, and go ahead and build it out over on this page. And where's your Quaker?
Well, I got a little bit done, but not as much as I wanted to get done. I actually probably should have thought about this. Right here, if you see, not really, but just really try. I don't know if I had the hat done. It's okay, Jenny. Okay. The hat done, but this was my goal this week. It obviously didn't happen. So that'll be my goal for the next 2 weeks, to get the first page done.
Okay, should we stop? All right. So that's our Quakers. So the next one we have, you were going to talk about your Sulky.
Oh. Well, it's my
Secret Santa?
No, I have 2 of them, 2 Silkies that I'm using for the first time.
Okay, well, whichever one you want.
Well, this is our
Don't do Bats and Booze yet.
Never mind. Switching.
We have that in a minute. I'm trying to get myself back composed. Am I all still blushy, red face? Hey, while she's getting that out, I just think it's God's curse that he puts wrinkles and pimples on the same face. I had 2 pimples this week. Wrinkles I'm dealing with. Pimples, come on, people. I will be 49 at the end of this month. That shouldn't be. You should only have one or the other. I just think that's only fair. All right.
I very sadly don't get very many pimples, so.
Very sadly, she doesn't get very many pimples.
I don't.
Okay, get your
I have
Silky
wrinkles,
up there.
though. I see my wrinkles.
So Good morning,
Nikki's
Cal.
talking to
Nikki,
us.
let us know. Get
So
back on
this
course.
is another freebie we were talking about.
Where's that board that I said to bring out?
I don't know, Jenny. Well, we'll just deal with it.
Here.
It's underneath me. Hold on. When I'm done, I'll show you.
Okay.
I just started this as well, just because of all the activity. I did not have a ton of time to stitch, but I am using silkies.
And this is her first time using silkies.
I think
And this has got a nice shine to it. I don't know if you have had the opportunity to, I don't think you can see it in this light. Oh, a little bit. But those are the silkies.
yeah, this is just the Ada 14 count that you buy at Joel or Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm doing this with, and I do hope to get this whipped out also the next 2 times I see you. And that is also for our Secret Santa.
Yes. My Secret Santa that I have whipped up, and we probably won't show these very often now that we are getting into that Secret Santa realm, and we'll talk about but this is Stacie Stitches. This is her project that we got ourselves signed up into, and this is my start. Again, the reason I jumped into using that even weave Lugana is because I needed, this needs to be a 5x5, and this needs to be a 5x5, and in order to get it 5x5, I had to do it on 32 count. So
ooh, 32 count. That's a big thing for Jenny.
it's really big for me. Really brave. But anyways, this is a free pattern by Just Another Button Company.
That's really cute.
I think I've talked to you about them before, but these are teacups. You log in, the free button, the pattern comes with the purchase of the buttons. So I would recommend that you go ahead and buy those buttons because they are super, super cute. And I've got another one kitted up already. I'm super excited to get that started.
And what you guys could possibly hear in the background is, it's like Jenny said, it's gonna be 91 degrees and we're putting ice in the cooler. Well, we're not. One of our stitchers,
One of our quilters are putting ice in the cooler. So, and you'll hear the birds. Maybe you'll even get to see something crazy fly by. We'll see. Anyways, all right. So let's see. We did Secret Santas.
Now in that order.
How about Be Original? You got that one handy?
I do. So,
You want to put that on the board?
sure.
So it's maybe easier to see.
Does anyone else have a bossy older sister? I do.
I own it.
Okay. Hopefully you can see that. Will you point to that? I stitched that in white. That was actually all done.
I'm trying to find the
I'm like, yeah, up, good. Right there. And I used the aura, I used the white, but it did not look good. So I have ordered the aura, and it should probably be on my porch if my husband didn't bring it in. That's all I stitched on.
And that's the Be Original. We talked about that one last few times, and we're super excited that it keeps moving along. I swear she was it. I have a start and a finish for me.
I have a start and a
But
finish.
it was something I'm not going to share. We'll put pictures all at the end. But remember, we talked about that. I was involved with that round robin with 4 other ladies, and I had the opportunity to stitch on some trees this week. So it was a pattern this lady had taken many tree samples or trees from samplers, and afforded us the opportunity. She gave us like an outline and afforded us the opportunity to pick different trees and put onto her piece. And so I picked one that she asked to be stitched on her thing, and then I also added one. And then we just put a little note in that stitch and
Did
sent
you
it
do
off.
the one I wanted you to do?
I didn't because it was too big.
So
It is
Okay.
really, but I did like it. It was lemons and it made us both happy, but I did not do that. All right, you got your Monster March?
I do somewhere. You hold that?
I will hold this over here. I'm trying to, the sun's about to go up, so we won't have this.
Oh, that's not it.
That's our turkey.
I don't know where it is, Jenny. It was just here.
It was just here.
Turkey. Well, it should be somewhere in this thing.
It's the colorful one. All right, we'll find it. Let's go to Bats and Booze. Is your Bats and Booze handy?
Well, yeah, but now I'm on a mission to find that one.
Okay, attention span over here.
Oh, I found it. I told you. So
Right
this,
up here.
yeah.
So let's talk about Nancy's adventure this week.
Oh,
The wind.
it's just a little skeleton.
It is a little skeleton, but that's not what we're talking about. Let's look at this beautiful piece of fabric that Nancy did. Nancy
Ice dyed it.
ice dyed this fabric. She's not Jody quite yet from the Steel City
By all
Stitchers.
means, no.
But I would
No,
totally...
here's the funny. When I thought of this adventure, I'm like, Jenny, tell me how to do that. You know what Jenny told me? Why don't you just go on YouTube?
Because that's what I did when I did my ice dye on my fabric.
So I did go on YouTube, but you would think that orange, you know, not very many people really like the color orange. There was not a single dye orange in the town of Gillette.
But it is really cool, and I think what are you doing? You're doing Monsters.
Oh, so this should have been in the haul, but I was doing this one.
Monsters
This
March.
is like 32 colors in this sucker, but I kind of thought this in my goal would have this by Halloween and put it in my dough bowl.
All right, so that's Nancy's little bit of haul, a little bit of a new adventure, and a start. All right, so we should go into our bats and boos.
Okay.
So
Bats and boos.
Bats and boos. This is a fat quarter shop stitch along that we both decided to do, and neither one of us started before it stopped. They were all done.
Wait, up high.
So this is mine. Oh, have I got it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
I mean, because you could have it this way. You can have it
I think
this
it's actually
way.
supposed to be that way.
All right, but no, you're stirring this thing.
No, I know.
Okay.
I think that I just have it because I took it off the thing. Anyways, I just got that corner done. I think the last time we were together, I had this motif done, and I kind of started on the pumpkins. So I got the pumpkins done and added my first bat. And so my goal is to maybe get this quadrant, this pumpkin and bat done here, and maybe the bat over here this week. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, I'm just gonna try to stitch on this one day a week. So I've got a lot going on, and I just want to keep things moving. So that's my bats and boos.
Okay. Here's my bats and boos, and I did not like the white. It calls for white, right, Jenny?
Yeah.
And so I decided to be really adventurous, and I went down to Hobby Lobby once again, and I got this silky or their satin or whatever.
DMC.
Yeah. And I kind of like it because it kind of throws that like spider web. You can't see it until you run into it, and it goes across your face, and then you itch all day. But that's what I chose to do, and I don't know really where I started or where I stopped between one week or the other, but that's where I'm at. Oh shit! Oh, sorry. Poop. There's a spider.
Apparently nature's not allowed to be in nature. We're in their home, not and it's dead. Do not worry, the spider is dead. All right.
I'm not scared of spiders, but when they crawl and you're not ready for them, yeah.
All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is our stitch along.
Oh,
our gobblers. So I have quite a story to tell about my gobblers, but this is the gobbler I'm starting on just because it's George and Martha Gobbleton. It's George and Martha Washington. So it's a good one to have up in like February for President's Day. But to me it looks a little pilgrimy, so I thought it'd be fun to have out for Thanksgiving. And so I got started.
Did you steal my bags?
No, your bag is right there.
No, oh, there they are. Okay, I'm still...
Really? I stole your... I haven't shown my picture yet. Back off, lady. So I got started. This is Martha, and it's her. George will be over here.
What kind of flower is that, Jenny?
It's a flower. It's part of the motif.
Well, I know that, but you... Oh, never mind.
Am I supposed to know that?
I was giving it to you that you did.
No, it's a motif.
It's a motif flower.
They're Quakers. Like, I love them. And they're so easy to stitch. This is like literally a night of stitching for me. Like, I sat down, I think my husband was watching football, and I went off. So we have been told we probably should tell you what we're stitching on, and our floss. So Nancy was really
getting
smart.
better.
We've got cards. We're going to sit down.
But notice that the cellophane's still on there.
We're going to sit down and get all this. But this is my first journey onto fiber on a whim, and I love it.
Let me throw it.
It's
soft.
I know.
And it's Ada.
It's Ada. But it doesn't scream Ada in my mind, and it's soft, and I just love stitching on it. So this is fiber by a whim. I probably ordered it off of either 1-2-3 Stitch or Fat Quarter Shop. Those are my kind of two go-tos. And I am using...
I have to go help Amy.
She's leaving me. Again, can't be an episode without her leaving me.
I have to help my friend Amy.
This is all DMC. So I've decided to use DMC. And not all of them are DMC, and we'll talk about that in my haul. So Those are my DMCs and my gobble couple. Nancy, on the other hand, I should just might as well get started on showing what she's got before she gets back here. I can have this show done. Just sit center stage, have this show done. Get over here. But that is my half.
Did you show mine?
No, I was just getting
time.
You better sit down. I showed my fabric and my floss.
We're at this old picnic table. I don't know why we're right up against the post, but we are.
Okay. Yeah, you're right, we are. Because I was trying to get out of the sun, I think.
So I'm still on this one, the native couple.
Oh, but you got all the flowers done.
I did get all the flowers done, and I chose the part of the gentleman as well. There's a little bit of ripping out.
So Nancy, I think she stitched the same motif like 5 times. So I asked her, I'm like, did you
Not
count?
5. 5 is like your number every time. You can go close to 4, but
anyways, I asked her, I'm like, well, did you count? And she said, why would you count? I don't know, because we're doing counted cross stitch. Like, that's a thing we do. Not Nancy.
oh, but hold on. I have some giveaways to my friends.
So we have got a couple local stitchers that have joined us in our SAL. And so Nancy, being the awesomeness that she is, has made.
No, they're just little. This is for my friend Amy. Amy's the lady that gave us the bags and is always giving us nice things. And this is for Emma, my oldest daughter.
So I have to tell a little secret, a little funny on Nancy. This bag is like beautiful. Like, it is like a perfect stitch. And we were sitting there and we both looked at the same time. Nancy, cut the zipper off.
I'm famous for that.
This is not the first time she's taken a project with
true.
a zipper and it has ended up without a zipper. So she's like, oh, it's ruined. I'm like, no, bring it, because I know from experience you can put the zippers back on. Oh, why? Because I've done it. But anyway, so I put her
But
zipper
it's
back
so
on.
dang easier to cut these zippers off because you're
It
supposed
is.
to leave a little
Leave a little
length in, yeah.
tab. So you just gotta make sure your zipper's
I
in the
have a
middle of the
mess here,
bag.
sister.
It's fine. All right, so those are our whips. Now, we're gonna go into plans. I say, Nancy, do you have any plans? And she's like, no. And I know she's lying because we have like 3 things we're gonna start stitching in the next 2.5 weeks. But
She remembers.
I'll start. So my plan that neither one of us are going to be doing is my stitch every day. This is just like my teacup for my Santa that I'm doing for my Secret Santa, only this is October's teacup. And I think I want
Where
to
did you
make
get this at?
this is from just another button company.
Oh, I love them.
I know.
I love the buttons.
The buttons, but I mean, seriously, you get the pattern for free. You just order the buttons. Anyways, he's going to be a little skeleton. When I kitted him up.
Where's your buttons? That's what I want to see.
Oh, the buttons are right here.
It's like a crow. What else is in there?
There's a crow, some stars, some
some-
butterflies, or they could be in a cat.
Those are cute.
Those are cute. But, again, I didn't really like exactly all the, I don't have the called for cloth, so I picked this one since it's kind of a dirty looking one. And then I did a floss toss with whatever colors I had in my stash.
What exactly is a floss toss? Like you just throw some colors out there and like
Yeah,
red is red
yeah.
and
You do this. You put your floss on your thing and you make sure you can see them all. Or if it's something that's like in the middle of a project and it has a border around it, maybe you don't needs to be as contrasting. But you don't want you want to be able to see the difference between your stitches and your fabric, right?
right.
Yeah. So
Because like in my native couple, they're pretty native. You can't even see their skin color.
but that's what you do. You make sure if you're going to change the called for colors, you should probably make sure you can see them all. So that I got this one ready. I bought that pattern a little bit ago, but I'm going to put it into my rotation here shortly. I did not get started on my Labor Day start, my autumn, my Hands on Design, Let's Talk Autumn. I'm going to start that on the 23rd.
I'm still waiting on mine. Still waiting.
I also haven't put very many stitches in my September Spectacular from the ColoradoCrossStitcher.
Oh, that's the one I'm waiting
Yeah,
on.
that's the one
Sorry.
I'm waiting
Yeah,
on.
we're still waiting.
So the other 2 things that I have kitted up and ready to go are my La-Di-Da,
I have the pattern.
my birthday start. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be brave. I picked,
Are you back to linen? No, even weave.
but it's a 28 count. but I'm doing a 28 count even weave.
Which is a 14 count.
Yeah, it'll be big. But it's okay because she
is cute. Beautiful.
And I might just coffee tea dye this. I haven't actually decided to give it a little stainage and vintage.
Yeah, Jenny, remember when I said it's green, green, and green, and you said, no, it's not.
These aren't green. They're not green.
Yes, they are.
No, $37.99 is gray.
It's green. Put it up to
It's gray.
green. It's green.
We're gonna argue this.
It's green, green, and green.
It's
with
green,
a little bit 310.
green, gray, and black.
It's green, 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 and a little bit of black.
We're gonna see whose is gray and whose is green when we stitch it up.
We're gonna left-hand arm wrestle, Jenny, in the winter.
No, because you're left-hand dominant, even though you are right-handed.
Yes.
That's not even fair.
Well.
All right, and then the last thing I got kitted up is I kitted up our
Oh,
Girls'
I didn't
Night
bring
Out.
mine because that's my birthday
That's
start.
Nancy's birthday start, and there is a lot of DMC in this sucker.
There is, but if you use DMC, it's really cheap.
Yeah, it's a relatively smart. I just went and bought all the colors because I didn't know if I had them or not, and I just made sure they.
Well, what do? They twist them. I think they do that with expensive ones, but there you go.
Anyways, again, because fiber on a whim seems to be my new favorite thing. This is a 14 count. It's one I had ordered when I very first started stitching, and I got this from the Fat Quarter Shop, but it's called Cypress. And I'm gonna start it because it's kind of a gray color to me, so witches go out at night. So that's what I'm not quite finished.
Or in the day. That was funny. You never caught on to
You know
that
what?
one.
On that note, I bought Nancy a gift.
Oh, how cute is that?
If you think I'm the witch, you should meet my sister. But to be fair,
That is really cute.
I bought one for me too. These were at Walmart. They were in their newly out Halloween section. They were like
That's
$2,
really cute.
a little over $2. So, anyways, we each got a.
Thank you, Jenny.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Witchy poo.
That was not planned. That was good.
That was good. All right, so those are my plans. Nancy again has no plans. Nancy has lots of plans. She just doesn't think about organizing them to get them on the channel.
No.
But we'll keep working on that a little bit.
No.
Oh, let's talk about haul acquisition.
I actually did really well on haul. I kind of got.
Oh, you were busy.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know. You can take that off of there.
Oh no, we're showing those things.
I mostly got patterns, but here's the funny thing. Remember last week when we were at Jenny's house, or last time, and I'm like, I really like this. I got home, and guess what was on my porch? Oh yeah, the same pattern.
Yeah, this is the one I got from Reflections down in Omaha, the local needle workshop down there. Great little shop. I love the way she has it set up.
But Jenny wouldn't talk to her. I'm the shy one, but Jenny wouldn't talk to her.
I was really nervous. I was like, I was a little
saying.
starstruck. I was like, oh my gosh, I've seen her on Flosstube. But we must have a thing for Barbara Anna because I have this
Oh,
one.
I have more. Yeah, I don't. Not with me.
I have this one that I really want to stitch up probably, and I have the floss already for it. And it calls for a special floss that I'm excited to use. It's oh hang on, I can't see it. It's one of the metallics, one of the DMC metallics. I have two of them, not one but two. I ordered two. And then this one I've shown, and I will hopefully have the fully finished next time we're together. But that was my Halloween one that I stitched a while ago. So we really have a thing for Barbara Anna. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. And back to my haul.
Back to your haul.
Mostly all patterns. I just think this is really cute. It has about every Halloween thing in there that you can see. And
Is that a Cricut one? Yeah,
Yeah.
the Cricut collection.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got October. I've got autumn.
see, look at that. And
I haven't got it kitted up yet, but I've got it.
I work with, of course, I'm a case manager at ES House, and I'm just going to do these for my office, maybe someday. Maybe, hopefully I can retire someday. That's probably what I'm going to get done. These are just really cute. Little
This is hands-on design. If you've ever watched Lockaby Stitches, she has finished these super cute. In fact, I want to stitch at least one of those.
Okay. There are corneas, Busconia,
Scorns?
yeah.
Scornio?
Who has not done one of these?
Me, but that's cute.
It's a little octopus, and it has a little coral reef over here. I've never been scuba diving, but someday.
I didn't know she wanted to scuba dive.
I don't know, probably won't make it. It's too crowded for me probably. North Pole.
No, claustrophobic.
What did I say?
Scuba diving would not make you crowded.
Oh.
You in the wide open ocean and a couple of fish, I think you'd be okay.
And this is kind of my theory of life. When nothing goes right, go left, huh, Jenny? Go right, go left.
That's right. On the way out here, I'm getting off the interstate, and I'm like, I go right. She's like, well, you can't go left.
You
And
can go
like,
left, but you go to a gas station.
You go left, you go to a gas station, you go to the town of Beulah. You go right, you brings you out here to Ranch A.
Here?
And she's like, no, right. There's no left. And I'm like,
There is a left, but
there is a left. I'm just not taking the
didn't need
left.
gas.
Oh my gosh, it was a conversation.
This
for 10
is going to
minutes.
be done for somebody. You know who you are if you're watching. Oh, and it's like box elder bug season.
I just got one.
I'm really sorry, guys. This is quite a bit. This is my little sheep.
Who's that by? The Twisted Stitcher?
No. Thistles.
Thistles. Ah. Nice.
And I think everyone has purchased this in the last couple weeks.
I haven't seen this one.
No, you're in a co-op with your sister. As long as we don't make a copy, you can borrow it. Boom. There we go.
Wait, what does it say? One can't be angry when one looks at a penguin.
I don't know. Yes, I bought needle minders.
Did you bring them?
I brought them, but I think they're inside
All
the
right.
building.
Don't leave.
I'm not.
We'll show you the needle minders because I bought, I was on Etsy like crazy this last something just hit me this week, and
Want me to hit it?
no, I think I got it. Anyways, to say that, all mine arrived yesterday and we were here. So I did some.
Are we still talking? Okay.
This is my haul.
Okay. I have a funny.
I have a haul.
Okay, go.
All right. So I was on 1, 2, 3 Stitch because I was like, I need to think about these things. I need to get things going. And I was on a floss.
That's where you flip them and show them.
Anyway, these are two. I could not remember. Don't tell my husband. I could not remember who or what I bought these for. Gobble couples. They're my gobble couples, honey. I remembered. It's okay. I'm not just buying things randomly. I think one of them's random because I just loved it. But anyways, these are all classic colorworks, and yep, they're all in Gentle Arts. Classic colorworks and Gentle Arts. So those are all called for colors for gobble couples that I have coming up in plans for. I hope to do a gobble couple a month. We'll see how that works out in my plan. And then I bought two, what I thought might be two nice purchases of fabric to
Put your dark wood closer. There you go. Is that 14 count again, Jenny?
It is because I started them all in 14 count. So I'm just gonna, because I want to be able to switch them out of the same frame.
Okay.
So that's why I did it that way. And then to go along with my other la-di-da,
That's really cute too.
Toil and Trouble, I bought the nose. So I don't know that I'll get that done for this Halloween, but it'll be definitely one that I'll have ready for next Halloween. Maybe that'll be my next year's birthday start when I turn 50.
Holy cow. AARP is going to be hunting you down, sister.
Oh,
I've already got one, so don't even go there.
They were hunting me down like a year or two ago. I'm like, are you kidding me? All right, so that's our haul.
No, I have a funny haul.
Oh, she does. She has a couple.
I think the funniest thing is Colleen from Rebel Stitcher has her needle minder.
Yeah.
Sal.
No, not a Sal.
Well,
it's a quarterly needle minder club.
And I'm not very lucky, you guys, but for some reason I have my watch on and I was in court with a young person and my watch starts going. And first of all, you're not supposed to do that, right? So I'm like, whoo, put it down, sit on it for a minute. But something told me to look at my watch. Lo and behold, it tells me that the quarterly thing adds up and I'm really bad. So I'm in court, right? Not supposed to have this either. I'm like, so I'm in court and I'm just going to send you $25 and I'll fix it. Okay, our lunch is ready. Thank you, Amy. Like $25, and yeah. So I'm in court, doing a very naughty thing, and I got into the quarterly club, and you got into it too, yes?
I did, but I didn't know anything about it. Like she's this big secret keeper. Her and Colleen apparently are.
We're like this. Colleen doesn't know it.
Colleen doesn't know it, but Nancy and Colleen are like this. She's that way with Bobby too.
Yeah.
From Primitive
Pumpkin
Creek Primitive.
Yep.
Anyways, to offer that, I was like, oh, so I send her Colleen a note, like on Instagram or something, and I'm like, hey, if it's okay, can you put me on your wait list? I'd like to get in. And she's like, I have like 1 or 2 slots left. I was like, oh, I'm in. So I'm in too. We're so excited. And I ordered 3 or 4 medium liners on the way, or maybe just a couple.
I did not, although the haul from last time was my Hocus Pocus ones, and I'm sure they're somewhere in this pile. I don't know where it is though. We can't see the pile, but it's a pile. Jenny's is all organized. Mine's like, whoop.
All right, get your glasses out, girlfriend.
Oh my goodness. Do you guys ever watch YouTube? And like, there's this gentleman up here that makes fun of these glasses. I'm gonna put the 4s in. Oh, hold on.
These are the glasses that
Miss America's gonna call me, like, ask me for my talent. Can you see my eyeballs? Like the light on it.
I think she needs that for a 40 count, right? Like, why do you need that big a... She has her glasses and the magnifiers in, people. Like,
this is how I stitch. But I didn't know they had those little clip-on ones. So, yeah, these are beauties. My husband really likes when I put them on.
So does her daughter. She says she's a goober. It's hilarious.
It's every day. My kids call me goobers. I have a complex. It's all right.
All right, so those are her really expensive purchases. Shut them off. Your light's still on.
That's batteries, Jenny.
Well, let's save the world one battery at a time. All right, so the next thing we want to talk about is our mail. So we have gotten a few pieces of mail. We'll start with one that came out of the blue for me, and this is, we have talked about CrossMyStitches. This lady's finishings are brilliant. Like, cross stitching can be super expensive if you have to frame things, but if you don't have to frame things and you can find other ways to do your finishes, like Annie the Proper Stitcher says, just finish them. She has great savings in her finishes. So I would recommend, if you've got a spare time and you want to think about finishes, that you log over to CrossMyStitches. But anyways, Jackie sent me this awesome birthday card, and I don't know if she knows or not, but she sent a pink. And I'm not a pink fan, but I think this pink is pretty cool. And I don't know if it's because it matches this cute little card, but it just made my day. Like, it made me happy, and now I understand what Happy Mail is all about. Janet Jabber talks about it all the time. But there was this stamped envelope in the mail for me, and I got a birthday card, and it just made me happy. So the other thing we want to talk about is the card exchange.
Oh, sorry.
We're sorry.
Yeah.
We got this wrong. We're gonna get...
I'll take blame for it, because Jenny's like, well, who did it? And I'm like,
I didn't even know what it was.
Well,
and I'll tell you, this is an amazing crowd we're in. So we got the start of the business card, or the card exchange, is Momma Loves You GB.
yes.
And her stitching is gorgeous. So we didn't know about her. We logged over to her Flosstube, and gorgeous. Her work is gorgeous. Her talent is gorgeous. I love that she shares. We picked up on it from Brenda and the Serial Starter, and they're a lot of fun to watch. And that's the great thing about this community, is that we just jump on and we find things to watch and look at. But I'm gonna share her cards. So she sent one for Nancy and one for me.
Exciting.
This lady,
they're hand painted.
I think it's her painting, but this is her work. Her
Way
name
better
is,
than I can do.
Her name is Linda, and she is beautiful work. But on Instagram, I happened to run across her exchange cards, and you talk about being novices among some greats. Like,
what we should tell you, if you guys don't remember correctly, I ran down to Office Depot and thought I was doing really cool. Didn't do so hot on my first one, reordered, and they're way better. Jenny had to stage me up one. She got really cool ones. So we still have some if you guys want some. Oh, that's mine.
Those are yours. To say that, we've got our mom in cahoots with us. So our mom...
Yeah. Nancy can't pick them out. Jenny picks them out.
Our mom has offered to help us pull together some cards for Happy Mail and help us with our card exchange. I wish we could adjust the girls.
Sorry. Yeah, these are like enhanced.
Stop. To see you lift the girl. But so mom has mom dug into some of our old pictures, and so we're gonna we're gonna build some cards.
Okay, but what Jenny doesn't tell you is Jenny was a cute kid. There was nothing cute about me. Like, really, guys, I had like the spiral tight curls, goobery glasses. Like, and when I say goobery, they were probably like this thick. I'm not kidding you. So my eyeballs are like sticking out like 7 times.
Nancy was cute.
Yeah.
You wait. I will. I'm going to have pictures on cards.
Goobery.
You will see how cute my sister was.
We didn't have a ton of money, so I was always in hand-me-downs, which doesn't bother me, and I still like them today.
I got hand-me-ups.
But yeah, it's just, yeah, I needed some loving.
So we're gonna pull just some pictures that we've taken on family trips of us together, and we're gonna build some cards that are a little bit higher quality than what we did before, because like I said, we didn't understand, and I did email somebody and say, we're sorry, we'll step up our game and maybe send some resends. All right, onto our BFF.
Okay.
So it was funny, Nancy was telling me about this person that she thought was gonna be a great BFF for us, and I was telling her about this other person I thought was gonna be a great BFF for us, and we log in, only to find that the very last floss tube that they did.
Okay, so we were upstairs in bed, actually.
We were in
talking
separate
about
beds.
it.
We were in twin beds in our it doesn't matter, we're sisters. Anyways, and so we pull up this very last floss tube, and the 2 people that we like are in the same floss tube, but they're separate floss tubers, like they're friends. And so the one I have like really been inspired by lately is it's Stacie, and so it's hang on, Stacie Stitches, and it's Stacie with an IE. That's what I was trying to remember, not to tell you, is it's IE, but we'll put them in the show notes below. But Stacie Stitches,
And her name is?
and Nancy's lady that she really likes is Athena, and they're friends, and they were
Because Athena loves Harry Potter.
loves Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And so Athena's stitching goddess designs. And so log on, watch these 2 ladies. They have separate floss tubes, but they're connected to, and you'll see that in their very last floss tube that they'll have posted. And Stacie's also the one that organized the Secret Santa.
Yes, thank you.
And so we're super excited about the Secret Santa. Like, it's so fun to plan. We should talk a little bit about quilting since we're here.
Thank goodness.
We always forget. We always get like, oh my gosh, we're at an hour. We gotta be quiet. So we have done a lot of quilting. My goal was to put some blocks together. At the end, we're gonna put a collage of a kind of a panoramic walk around. Some of the ladies have all given us permission to film them, so we've got their permission to show on our so at the end we'll put in our projects that we're working on. But I want you to show one of yours right now. Will you do that?
Yes. Yep.
So again,
Nancy
talked about how, this is just a community of stitchers who come together. A lot of us cross stitch. A lot of us
right here.
A lot of us do handwork. There's hand quilting. There's hand stitching. But we share our talents. We teach each other things. We talk about the good and the bad. Did you not bring your Halloween one?
No, I did.
Okay. So this one is the one that Nancy pulled together. So Jackie from the Quilter's Fix in my town had been shared in.
You can't see it, but it's okay. It's really, really light, so you're not gonna be able to see it anyways.
So she's gonna make this into a project bag. When she does that, when we get a little better light, we'll bring it back out. But Nancy pulled that together, and that was some new, like she'd never buttonholed an applique project. I've never done that either. But this is one that Nancy got done. Again, this is applique. Flying geese are not everyone's favorite.
It's not applique because it's actually just glued on there, and I just did a box stitch because I don't like to applique.
Applique means you would stitch around these letters.
Applique means slow.
Like you would stitch around these letters, and so all these letters would be stitched on.
These 2 next things are just from Shabby Fabric.
Yeah, so Nancy's got some kits that she brought.
And here is my favorite one.
And here's why we love her favorite one. Show them the spider. So it says Halloween, but go up to the spider. Nancy did that all with her machine. And she free motion quilted.
Which is amazing.
Which is amazing because Nancy, that's the last thing Nancy wants to do.
Yeah.
We logged in with Pat Sloan last year about this time to do Pat's
I always have to tell all my dirty secrets.
Learn to free motion quilt. We bought the books, we bought the equipment, again, because we're bougie, we gotta have all the stuff.
But you can also just pay one of those really nice blow armors and they do amazing work.
The whole point is we were supposed to learn ourselves and we were gonna do it together separately. We tracked our progress. Nancy did it for like 2 days.
But I did do it, remember?
2 days.
No.
Maybe 3.
I'm gonna find that dang thing. I did, I stitched it in the ditch and I did it all by myself, dang.
Anyways, I've learned that I enjoy quilting.
Ooh,
Nancy
my hair's
learns.
pussy.
Nancy learns, she does not. So our quilting adventure, we'll get a little video at the end of this. So if you want to stick around, great. If you don't, we'll sign off here as our cross stitching Flosstube, and then we'll put the quilting stuff on at the end. So it's time for the wheel.
Ooh, the wheel of doom. The wheel of doom.
Let's see.
You just told America what your password is.
Oh, it's fine if they can get into my.
Mine's 1224, just in case.
If you want to look on my iPad, that's fine. Sadly, it will not be probably as fun as you want it to be. You'll find out that all right, now we gotta do this quick so we
Pass it forward. That's a horrible sound too.
It is.
Wheel of doom.
Favorite book.
Oh, that was just added this
We
morning.
just added that one this morning. What's your favorite book, sister?
Well, I think I told you guys that is our very first Flosstube, Little Women. And I think that's because the very first book I've ever read, like from cover to cover. And I just really liked it. And then, of course, you got Harry Potter, Running with Sherman. That's just a fun book.
What is Running with Sherman about?
It's about mule racing or donkey racing. Fun book. Just, you've got to read that.
Okay, it's books, not books. You have to pick one.
Why don't we put an S on it?
Oh, she can. Okay, we're gonna put an S on it. What's your favorite books? You get one more. We're readers. That's why this is hard.
I'm going to say that to the end because I have to think about it. Go.
All right, I have got two that I always will go back to and mean a lot to me. Anne of Green Gables. When I was a little girl, I whizzed through the Laura Ingalls series. I think that was just our age, but Laura Ingalls Wilder, her series was a favorite of mine. The second one that I picked up, I remember distinctly reading as a child, was Anne of Green Gables. And to this day, I love that book. I will pick it up when I just need an easy read and something that's wholesome. The other one that always centers me and brings me back is Outlander. I don't know why. I'm not, Scotland is whatever, but the story of Outlander, where it goes between modern and foreign times, modern and historical times, like that just, I read it with every single one of my pregnancies. It was just a book that you can I just love it. Like,
Nope.
Nancy does not, but you know, we're sisters, we have different tastes, as you can tell, even though we have almost the same hairstyle and, you know, taste a lot of the same taste, but our reading style is definitely different. So Little Women's a great book. It's just Anne of Green Gables and Laura Ingalls Wilder when I was younger.
That was only two.
It was 3 for me.
Yeah, but then you're supposed to come up with a fourth one, you said.
No, I said if you wanted
That's
one,
great, 'cause I don't have one
you had
yet.
to cut it off. Cut it off. We're also involved in book clubs, so we always find great books, and you know, the flavor of the month is always a good one to be, and you know, to explore other people's talents. There's a book I've got coming up that I'll share with you probably next Flosstube. I got to ask the author if I can, but she's a newly published author, and her story is amazing. But I'm going to ask about it, so that's going to leave you with a cliffhanger. It's right here, cliffhanger. We'll put it. I'll ask the author if I can add her on here.
Okay.
All right. That's it, sister.
Lunch is ready.
Lunch is ready. They came out and warned us lunch was ready. So we're going to sign off. I will probably, we didn't tell you. We broke the internet.
Oh, Jenny broke the internet.
I broke the internet. I don't know how I did it. We filmed our fourth film. We filmed on Saturday morning. We did all our editing. We uploaded it. We hit this processing thing, and it took almost 24 hours to process.
Yeah, so we went and we watched Polo. We're like, is it ready? Is it ready? Is
We
it
watched
ready?
Polo, we stitched, we had some drinks, we
Yep.
had a nice family dinner. We woke up Monday morning at 5 a.m. It had finally published at 5 a.m.
Yes, on Monday morning. But all day Sunday, we're like, oh, it's going. Jenny, we
My
re-downloaded it, so now
poor-
we're doing 2.
My poor
Steve-
husband
Oh, yeah, you're gonna say this.
called the internet help service. We were on the phone. Anyways, it was me. I don't know what I did, but I broke the internet. And anyways, my son's downstairs trying to kill things on his Xbox, and he's like, "Mom, I'm dying down here. You're hogging all the internet." I was like, I didn't know I could do that, but I did. So I broke the internet. It's fine. He'll be in school on Monday. It'll be fine. So this probably won't get uploaded till Monday anyway, since we're here at Ranch A.
These box elder bugs are kind of vicious.
They're aggressive. Anyways, lunch is ready, so we're gonna sign off here. We just want to wish you the happy stitching, the best of any type of hand quilting or anything. We ask that you keep Jill and her family in your thoughts and prayers this week, and in the forthcoming weeks, as their families had a huge tragedy. McKenna's swim team, as they've lost a sister, and they're a tight little group. So, and cherish your communities. And each one of you has your own communities in your own way. So, and if you need a friend, hey, send us a note. We'll love it. We're happy to reach out to you too. So.
Oh, and we forgot. So I'm so sorry. That was not the best timing. We forgot to do that lady, the OG lady that I'm.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. So,
sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, we're right. So we'll okay. One more last PS. This is a PS.
Maybe we could figure out how to switch. That was not great timing.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
So our PS is Gee Stitchery. We watched her, we happenstance upon her, and I don't know why, but we came across her Flosstube, and she says, hey, ladies, I thought you had this chart, and we were going to kit it up, and we never got back to her. We didn't get back to her, not because we didn't want to do this, it's because we had
things going on.
We had the tragedy happen. So, to say that, yes, Gee Stitchery, we would love to do the moon dance chart together with you. Nancy's got it actually kitted up, or her version of kitted up, not mine, but it's in her plan stack, so we will reach out to you hopefully sometime this week and get that link together. Thanks for that gentle push and reminder. All right, on that note, happy stitching, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Video, little Snapchat. Claire Stewart. The Rowdy Bunch. What are you doing? You guys are gonna be on a little video for a second.
So she's not using the 32 and was very happy to pass it on. So I am so touched by the generosity of this lady. Please find a very simple just minutes.
Voices are good.
Okay. Hello, you fool. What's that song? I love you.
Hey, Flosstube, how are you? Say your words.
Hello. I just sang. I just serenaded.
Yeah.
You have a booger on the tip of your nose.
do I?
On the other side.
Let me go on camera with Booger.
All right.
So is it gone?
Well, maybe it's dry skin, but it's still there. I'm not gonna pick it
Oh,
for
right
you.
there?
Yeah.
That was a little zit.
Oh, it's gone now. Oh, but now it's bleeding.
Here, can I pick my nose somewhere on national TV?
Nice.
That's what I do.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time, happy stitching.